Welcome to Marketplace Finds, where we show off some crazy and interesting cars for sale, judge what we think of the price, then order it in our tier list. This is a 1992 Mazda MX-3, and it looks like it was built after someone watched Pimp My Ride and said, yeah, I can top that. The seller says it'll let you relive the 2000s tuning scene, but this thing isn't reliving it, it's still stuck there. The brown gold swirl paint looks like a coffee table exploded, and then someone airbrushed playing cards all over it, because apparently Vegas was the theme. Every part of the body kit is screaming for attention, like it's competing in a who can offend aerodynamics most contest. There's another theme of fake riveted metal that's been restricted to only the side skirts and roof for some odd reason, almost like they started that design first before realizing how bad it looks. Inside it's a full sensory assault with a dash covered in even more playing cards and dices, like this guy lost a bet to make the weirdest car. The trunk's stuffed with subwoofers, amps, and a TV big enough to host a LAN party, and even a nitrous bottle behind the seats, probably to give you the courage to be seen driving it. It's listed up for $11,000, so if you're after a car from when underglow was currency and everyone thought body kits made you faster, it can be all yours. Now this isn't just a Nissan 350Z, this is a time capsule from the golden age of over-the-top JDM tuning, back when body kits had more fiberglass than an entire boat factory and subwoofers were worth more than your rent. What you're looking at is a 2003 Nissan 350Z top secret build, one of the wildest, loudest and most unapologetically 2000s car to ever hit the show circuit. For those who don't know, Top Secret is a legendary tuning house out of Japan run by Smokey Nagata, the guy who thought it was a good idea to do 200 miles per hour on a British highway just to test something. The man turned gold paint and twin turbos into a religion. Having top secret parts on your car back in the day was like wearing Gucci in a sea of Walmart tees, and this one is covered in it inside and out. Underneath all that glam is some serious hardware, as unpictured as the good old VQ35, but with a gritty twin turbo setup pushing a huge 630 ponies at the wheels. Although this isn't your average Facebook clapped out 350Z with a fart can, I just don't think it justifies the $50,000 asking price, especially given it's apparently sat for many years and needs some work to resurrect it. This 1953 Philippine Jeepney is pure chaos on wheels. It's part bus, part art project, part rolling religious experience. Built by Sarao Motors, aka the kings of turning surplus World War II Jeeps into mobile discos. This thing looks like it was designed by a group of colorblind painters where every square inch is either chrome or a pack of Skittles melted together with no in between. On the hood you get enough orange lights to signal the end times and 3 chrome horses, because why not? Inside you'll find room for 16 passengers or 4 Americans and a cooler. The benches are vinyl, the walls are tin, and the ceiling looks like someone's kid finger painted it. There's even a mirror that says, "In God we trust," which is reassuring because you're definitely going to be praying when you hit 45 miles per hour. Underneath the Circus 10 exterior is a 225 Dauntless V6, the same engine Jeep used in the late 60s, so wherever you're going just triple the expected journey time. It's been listed up for $25,000, so if your lifted Silverado isn't getting enough attention at the local gas station, come buy it.
Get her done.
Now this might be the most toilet humor turned horsepower thing ever built, the Outhouse drag car. This beast started life as a legitimate altered drag car that ran 7.9 seconds in the quarter, but apparently someone decided, you know what this needs? Plumbing. So they ripped off the race body and bolted on a cedar outhouse, complete with a crescent moon door, straight out of Shrek. And if you're wondering how they see out this thing, they added a front and rear camera so you can keep the door closed as you fart along. As for engine powering this speedy shitter, it's got a big block 427 Chevy with some nice mods, and with those open headers, no one's going to hear you toot in this thing. He's asking $25,000, which sounds like a lot until you realize it's the only car that can take home gold and handle your number 2s. This 1947 Chevrolet Fleetline isn't just restored, it's reincarnated as the loudest midlife crisis ever painted, but damn, it's beautiful. This one in particular was built in 1993 by Henry's Hot Rods, and man did they build it well. It even featured in a few magazines and has won many awards. The eye-catching paint job is apparently pink passion over purple rain, which sounds less like a color combo and more like something you'd find on a cocktail menu at a drag show. Either way, it looks great. The interior keeps the energy going with pearl white vinyl benches, purple accents, and a dash so shiny it could double as a tanning booth. And if you thought that wasn't enough, the engine's a 355 small block with forged pistons, a huge carbon blower, so even though she's old, she can still move. At $38,000, it's a bit steep, but for a slice of hot rod nostalgia from when customs were all hand-built, over-detailed, and proudly loud, I'm sure someone will snap it up.
Give me a hell yeah!
Next up we have the 1969 Passepartout 340. It's part snowmobile, part tank, part boat. Basically a Swiss Army knife for people who looked at nature and said, yeah, I'm gonna fight that. This teal tank tub hybrid was made by Valcartier Industries out of Quebec, because of course it was. No one does weird cold weather engineering like Canadians. It's about 8 feet long, rides on tank treads, and honestly looks like a ton of fun. This one had a full build back in 1998 and has been stored since, so this thing is probably in better condition than your first car and your mental health. It's listed for for $5,400, and sure, you won't be winning any races in it, but if you ever get snowed in, flooded, or accidentally start a militia, this might be the most practical purchase you ever make. At first glance, I thought this was going to be another goofy tuner. You know, one of those cars where the owner spent more on anime stickers than engine parts. But no, this 2000 Honda Civic actually backs it up. Yeah, it's rocking a full-on Super Saiyan Goku across the hood, but the plot twist? The turbo's exhaust literally comes straight out right where Goku's energy blast is. It's the first Civic that can literally boost pressure into the atmosphere. She's sitting low by use of brand new suspension and arms, and you can laugh all you want after they scrape on every single minor bump in the road. But when that hood starts shooting flames through Goku's hands, it's game over. And the heart of the beast is a fully built B16A, running upgraded rods, pistons, injectors to handle the power increase from the turbo. Surprisingly, the interior hasn't been fully gutted. It may be missing the carpets, but pretty much everything else is still there. Is it worth $8,900? That depends. Do you value common sense, or do you value shooting fireballs through anime characters? The 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse, or as every early 2000s teenager called it, my dream car, bro. This is the poster child of every backyard tuner phase, where ambition was high, tools were Harbor Freight, and taste was questionable. The seller says it used to run, which sounds about right, because this car's been running from good decisions for decades. I don't even know where to start on the exterior. I mean, just look at it. The rear bumper's been replaced with what looks like melted Tupperware. The taillights were stolen from a 3D printer halfway through a job, and the rest of the body is painted like a Neapolitan ice cream. The front bumper's currently in a garage, sitting on a couch like it's retired from active duty. The massive Spec D exhaust poking out the back is worth more than the engine, and probably louder than a Harley convention during a thunderstorm. We don't get to see the inside, but we can safely assume it smells like vape juice and broken promises. All this chaos can be yours for $1,200, so at least they aren't as delusional as their builders. Of all the Facebook Marketplace finds we've seen, this one might actually be cool. Meet the 2008 Jeep Patriot that decided it was tired of pavement and became a boat instead. Yep, it's got the body of a 1966 Sea Ray grafted onto a Jeep chassis with a Mercury outboard motor hanging off the back like it's ready to tow a wakeboarder through rush hour traffic. The exterior is painted in a perfect seafoam blue with chrome accents, and of course has a removable top just in case you want to catch some extra sun. And if that wasn't enough, it even shoots water out the front and rear, because who doesn't want to spray innocent bystanders while merging onto the interstate? Inside, it's full of Patriot guts, black seats, modern dashboard, and even cup holders. I do have some bad news though, as unfortunately it doesn't actually float or go on water, so unless you want to go meet SpongeBob in person, it's best to keep it on the road. At $8,500, it's sold faster than you can say Coast Guard violation, because when you can't afford a yacht but still want to make waves at the traffic lights, this is the next best thing. I'll let you guys debate in the comments if this is cool as hell or just a weird science experiment that escaped from SEMA. It's a 1986 Nissan hardbody that's been stretched, slammed, and supersized into a 6-wheeled neon lizard. That electric green paint could probably be seen from space, and the whole thing's smoother than a bowling ball, with no badges, no trim, just one long radioactive banana on wheels. And of course the elephant in the room, the 6-wheel setup, because nothing says flexing like adding a whole nother axle underneath purely for looks. Inside, the red interior is straight out of a 90s steakhouse booth, and it clashes with that neon paint like Christmas threw up. I think it's pretty much completely factory, and honestly it looks to be in great shape. Initially it was listed up for $17,000 a few months ago, until the dealer dropped the price to the $11,000, but even then it's still not selling. It's been a while since we've had a Subaru Brat on Garage Gold, or the world's only car that asked, what if your pickup truck also doubled as a theme park ride? This 1986 example is looking sharp and blue with black and red accents, rocking that classic late 80s wedge shape that screams, I listen to cassettes and believe in freedom. The owner's been working on it for 5 years, and it shows. The thing looks ready to haul mulch or memories depending on your mood. And of course, it's got the signature jump seats in the back, the one Subaru added specifically to dodge import taxes, and coincidentally to make your friends hate you on bumpy roads. The best part? It's been in Florida, never seen a winter, and it actually runs. For $8,500, it's the perfect ride for someone who wants vintage charm, off-road soul, and the ability to traumatize passengers in the truck bed all in one glorious little package. Now here's something you don't see every day, a 1966 Citroen HY pickup, or as I like to call it, the corrugated tin can that accidentally became a French national treasure. The entire body is made of corrugated metal panels, not for style, but because Citroen figured if it worked for airplanes and sheds, it'd work for trucks too. The faded beige paint and patchy patina give it that perfect honest French workhorse vibe, like it's hauled everything from hay bales to illegal cheese. The interior is pure utilitarian bliss. Everything's metal, the dash, the floor, the walls and the seats look straight out of World War II. Underneath that ribbed for aerodynamic displeasure body is the H72 engine with the original 3-speed transmission, although it hasn't started in years, so right now it's running purely on nostalgia and the smell of rust. The seller's even throwing in extra doors, side panels, bumpers, and a brand new fuel tank, basically enough spare parts to build a another one out of tinfoil and hope. The asking price is $24,500, and considering I could literally only find 2 others that had sold in the last year for a lot more than that, I'd have to say this is a steal. This 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack looks like it rolled straight out of Arkham Asylum and hit the streets on parole. The entire car is a tribute to the Joker, purple, loud, and completely unhinged. It's wrapped so aggressively that even Batman would think twice before pulling this thing over. I can't even really hate though, as we've seen plenty worse Joker cars, so at least this one is clean and there's an actually cool car underneath it. It's been listed up for $29,000, and honestly that's a great price, especially considering you could just peel this off. You ever seen a clean stock Nissan Altima? Yeah, me neither, because here we've got one hitting pretty much all of the usual Altima owner stereotypes. From the outside, you're immediately greeted by the world's most aggressive eBay wing bolted to a car that has seen exactly 0 track days. On one side, we get a glimpse into the classy owner's personality with Playboy Sauce written in bold vinyl, which also lets people know this car was last detailed with Axe body spray. And don't worry, I didn't miss the missing gas cap, for that just ran from the cop's aesthetic. At least the other side isn't as bad, with a big Adventure Time logo and a BMO sticker that's a year away from being eaten by the wheel arch rust. Listed up for $3,000, it's really not that bad, so watch out, because your 16-year-old neighbor's probably already got a Chinese exhaust waiting at home for it. Now this is what I imagine the vehicle the Pope would drive in if the Vatican ever went bankrupt. Meet the 1985 Mercedes golf cart, a holy chariot turned country club cruiser that looks like it was built by someone who's only heard of a luxury car but never actually seen one. It's rocking that unmistakable 560 SL styling if you squint hard enough and ignore the fact that it's roughly the size of a large doghouse. The hood ornament is still there though, so you can feel like royalty while cruising at a blistering 12 volts of divine power, assuming you can find some batteries to resurrect it. The interior's got the classic Miami cocaine dealer red velour seats that surprisingly don't look like it's been left out in the sun for too many years. To be fair though, the seller is only asking for $1,200, so we can't be too mad, and let's be real, it will still be more reliable than a real Mercedes. Here's how the final tier list ended up. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, if there's anything you've changed around. Otherwise, thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.